Thanks for coming our way. I mean, it just elevates this event in so many ways, and what Caitlin has done, not just in on the court, but just in general for women and girls in sport, and such an inspiration and motivation. So, I really look forward to seeing your game tomorrow.
I honestly just got so triggered by Caitlin Clark's golf debut, and it is no fault of hers that I got upset. It is the fault of the WNBA, because the LPGA just did everything that the WNBA should have been doing this season. They did it all correct in literally one day.
If you're a basketball player but just a recreational golfer like Caitlin is, the delusional fan base that follows her disrespects the LPGA golfers by thinking she can go into this tournament and do anything.
This offseason, Caitlin Clark made a splash by stepping onto the green at an LPGA tournament, and the golf world was instantly captivated. From the moment she arrived, the buzz surrounding her presence was impossible to ignore. Even the biggest names in women's golf were taken aback by the attention and energy she brought to the event. Top pro Nelly Korda went out of her way to welcome Clark, celebrating her presence and making her feel fully part of the tournament. Unlike the jealousy and cold reactions Clark sometimes faces in the WNBA, this reception highlighted what true recognition and respect for an athlete should look like. Her appearance didn't just turn heads. It made the golf world stop and rethink the impact a superstar athlete can have, showing that talent and charisma can command admiration anywhere, on any stage.
She's so sweet, so nice. It was nice to kind of get to spend some time with her. We've messaged a little on Instagram beforehand, but to get to spend some time with her and to see the influence that she has on people, bringing people out here, and to see how amazing of an influence she is just for sports was really cool to see firsthand today.
Maria Fassi, the talented Mexican pro, was another athlete quick to recognize Caitlin Clark's impact. Her reaction was filled with genuine admiration, proving just how powerful the Clark effect has become across sports. Fassi's praise showed that when women lift each other up, everyone benefits, a sharp contrast to the envy and resistance Clark sometimes faces in the WNBA. By openly celebrating Clark's talent, Fassi demonstrated what true sportsmanship looks like: respect, acknowledgement, and support. Her recognition highlighted that Caitlin's influence goes far beyond basketball, earning applause even from seasoned professionals who understand the value of skill, charisma, and dedication.
It's been a huge win already for the LPGA in terms of publicity. Now, what the LPGA does with this going forward, that remains to be seen. But given Clark and her love of golf, saying, she was going to go off and become a professional golfer, I think there's an opportunity here for the LPGA to capitalize and maybe make this into more of a partnership that could benefit both sides beyond just this one-off.
The Golf Channel has been leading the conversation around Caitlin Clark, highlighting not just her standout performance at the LPGA tournament, but also the huge opportunities for collaboration between Clark and the LPGA. Their coverage framed her presence as a way to boost visibility, attract fans, and bring new energy to women's golf, all while giving Caitlin a platform beyond basketball. It's a clear example of recognizing star power and leveraging it for mutual benefit, something the WNBA has struggled to do. The Golf Channel made it obvious. Partnerships between Caitlin Clark and the LPGA could elevate women's sports as a whole, creating a win-win scenario, and setting a blueprint other leagues would be wise to follow.
There's definitely a buzz in the air. I think there's a lot of excitement about what's to come. Caitlin Clark is actually speaking as a part of a panelist this afternoon. So for those who are lucky enough to be in the room, that's exciting. Of course, people can watch it and stream online as well. But I know players are getting excited about seeing some of Caitlin's action tomorrow.
And the praise didn't stop there. The Golf Channel continued to highlight Caitlin Clark, noting the electrifying energy she brought to the LPGA tournament. Her presence captivated fans, players, and the golf community alike, demonstrating exactly how an athlete should be appreciated and celebrated. The response in golf stood in sharp contrast to the lukewarm, sometimes jealous reactions Clark has faced in the WNBA, offering a clear example of what true recognition and support for star athletes can look like. A lesson the WNBA could learn if it wants to keep its top talent feeling valued.
My dad, I loved it. My dad played a little bit growing up, and then I remember one of my birthdays I asked for golf clubs, and I got this like cute little pink set. It was probably from, who knows, like just the store up the street, and a cheap plastic, not plastic, but pretty cheap pair. I had them for a while. They were cute. And then eventually got some nice clubs, and I really love it. That's
During the tournament, Caitlin Clark shared how she unexpectedly fell in love with golf, explaining that what started as a casual introduction quickly became a meaningful part of her life. She described how the sport. Rachel Demita released a video breaking down exactly what the LPGA did right when it came to Caitlin Clark, and why the WNBA missed the mark. She explained that the LPGA clearly understood Clark's drawing power and didn't hesitate to lean into it, using her presence to amplify attention around the tournament and create buzz across the sports world. According to Demita, this wasn't accidental. It was smart promotion built around recognizing star power when you have it. Meanwhile, she argued that the WNBA failed to fully capitalize on the momentum Clark brought to the league, overlooking a major opportunity to elevate the brand. Her message was simple: when you embrace and celebrate your biggest stars, everyone benefits.
How this Pro-Am event originally wasn't even going to be televised, but there were so many fans who were emailing the organization saying, how can we watch Caitlin? Can we come to the event? Can you live stream it? All of these things. And it ended up being put on television.
When Caitlin Clark made her appearance at the LPGA event, the atmosphere was overwhelmingly supportive. Social media lit up with posts, live chats, and constant updates tracking the 22-year-old's performance, while Golf Channel even began coverage 90 minutes earlier than scheduled to spotlight her highlights. That wave of enthusiasm led Rachel Demita to question whether the WNBA has truly embraced Clark's popularity or tried to spread attention more evenly among rivals instead of fully leaning into her star power. The contrast between the LPGA's celebration and the WNBA's more measured response underscores a larger debate about how leagues showcase their biggest attractions. Clark's golf appearance proved just how impactful her presence can be when it's fully supported, and it sparked conversation about what her own league could learn from that approach.
Now, from this event, I have only seen and heard of positive things. I didn't hear one thing about how her fans are toxic. I didn't hear one thing about there being too much spotlight on Caitlin Clark, and it should have maybe been on the professional golfers that are there. We didn't hear any of that. And those are the types of things that we have been hearing for the entirety of the WNBA season last season.
Support for Caitlin Clark didn't stop with the golf world. Britney's praise set the tone, offering a clear example of how a superstar should be celebrated, with enthusiasm, respect, and zero hesitation. Her words stood in sharp contrast to the criticism and tension Clark has faced at times in the WNBA, reinforcing the idea that genuine recognition fuels greatness. Then came validation from one of basketball's biggest names, Stephen Curry, a longtime golf enthusiast who frequently competes in celebrity tournaments, applauded Clark's rare ability to command attention both on the hardwood and on the course. Curry recognized what many in the golf community had already embraced. Clark's crossover appeal is special, and her impact stretches far beyond one league. His comments added even more weight to the growing conversation about how transformative her presence can be when it's fully appreciated.
She has done for women's sports and basketball, and to have her at our golf tournament, I'm in awe. I got a basketball. I'm hoping she signs it for my girls. But it's just really cool to see her coming out. I've seen her swing. I think she has a great swing and she has potential.
When golf icon Tiger Woods addressed Caitlin Clark's appearance at an LPGA event, the reaction across the sports world was immediate. Woods, known for being measured with his praise, especially outside of golf, acknowledged Clark's athleticism, competitive edge, and ability to draw excitement wherever she competes. His comments added fuel to the growing conversation about her crossover impact, with many seeing it as validation for one of the most respected figures in sports. When an athlete of his stature recognizes your presence, It naturally amplifies the spotlight. At the same time, debate continues around how Clark has been embraced within the WNBA compared to the reception she received in golf. While the LPGA community openly celebrated her participation, critics argue that her basketball journey has included moments of tension and scrutiny. Adding another twist, longtime college coach Gino Orima recently made headlines over comments tied to Clark's golf appearance. Some question whether the circulating clip was authentic, but regardless, it has intensified discussion about athletes stepping beyond their primary sport and how those moves are perceived. As the conversation grows, one thing is clear. Clark's influence now stretches well beyond basketball, and every new endorsement, critique, or viral moment only adds to the evolving story.